Emerging at T-Junctions, approaching the junction. When you know there is a junction ahead, begin your mirror's signal manoeuvre routine with an early mirror check. You need to know what's happening behind well before signalling, changing position or changing speed. Often, the most useful mirror sequence will be interior and left door mirror for left turns, and interior mirror and right door mirror for right turns. However, this is not fixed. Use whatever mirrors are necessary. The most important consideration is that you know what's behind and how it will affect you. This means you might need all three mirrors, or on some occasions, start the mirror checks with the door mirror. After checking your mirrors, signal for your intended direction. It's important to signal before making any change in your road position. You will normally need to signal at a T-junction even if there's no one behind. This is because there may be drivers or other road users around the corner and out of your view. If you wait until you see them, it might be too late for a signal to be of use. Position. When turning left, keep to your normal road position, remaining about a metre from the curb. When turning right, unless the road is narrow, take up a position just left of the centre line. On narrow roads, maintain your normal road position. Where there are dedicated lanes for turning left or right, move into your lane as early as possible. Speed. Your speed will depend on the conditions, but must be slow enough to enable you to stop safely at the junction if necessary. The gear you select will depend on your view. If you know that you are going to stop, there is no need to change gear until you arrive at the junction, where you can select first gear after you have stopped. Remember, you must always stop when there is a stop sign, and normally stop where your view into the main road is restricted. You will almost always need to stop when turning right, unless you have a very early, clear, open view. If you are 100% certain that the road is clear at a give-way or unmarked junction, you can proceed without stopping. In order to achieve this safely, you will usually use first or second gear. When proceeding without stopping, your speed should be at its lowest, approximately 1 car length before you arrive at the junction. This will give time for the gear change before steering. If you cannot see clearly at a minimum of 1 car length from the junction, you will almost certainly need to stop. When waiting to emerge, take up this position for turning left, and this position for turning right. When you arrive at the junction, look both ways for gaps in the traffic, in the same way you would when crossing the road on foot. When entering a two-way road, you will usually look to the right first because that's where moving traffic is nearest to you. If the road is clear or you can see the gap that you are going to take, it will not be necessary to use the handbrake, even at a stop line. If you can't see your gap and have to wait, or if the junction is on a hill, pull on the handbrake to keep the car secure while you wait. When turning right, make sure that the main road is clear in both directions before you start to emerge, otherwise you could be left in a dangerous position halfway across. After emerging, check your mirrors in the new road to make sure that it is safe to accelerate away from the junction. The key points are: start your mirror's signal manoeuvre routine early, as soon as you know that there is a junction ahead. You will need to signal even if there is no one behind. There could be someone around the corner who will benefit. Keep your normal road position for turning left. Move just left of centre for turning right. Use the handbrake if you have to wait for a gap in traffic or if the junction is on a hill. And make sure you are 100% sure that it is safe to move out before proceeding.